2013 will be the European Year of Citizens. And to launch this year of EU citizenship, the Committee of the Regions invited experts and politicians from all over Europe to discuss how to raise awareness on EU citizens' rights and to get a sense of the impact of EU citizenship on local and regional policy making. As a rapporteur for the European Parliament, Antigone Papadopoulou points out in the opening session, citizens' participation is of the essence.
I believe that putting union citizenship and participative democracy at the center of the political agenda is absolutely essential at the present times of economic, political and social crisis, a few months before the next European elections and on the occasion of the 20th anniversary of the establishment of union citizenship by the Treaty of Maastricht.
The Forum on the Citizens' Agenda Going Local offered its guests various workshops. With the European Parliament elections in 2014, it couldn't be more right to have one of the workshops focusing on citizens' involvement in local and EU elections. David Owen gave his insight on how to raise turnout for EU elections.
You're coming from one country into another state. It has a different party structure. One very significant way that you could affect turnout in EU elections would be by either, as it were, shifting towards European parties, or less radically and probably kind of more plausibly, saying that parties who essentially form alliances in the European Parliament anyway should group themselves together for electoral purposes.
In the workshop on free movement of citizens, Igor Milovanovic talked about what he calls Rotterdam's welcome culture. 174 different nationalities in one city, that means a lot of opportunities but also a lot of challenges. The Intensive Management Outreach project intends to level with the local community, not from the ivory tower, but with door-to-door activities.
The focus on this is to keep the streets clean, intact and safe, but behind the door, in the living room, social integration and participation. And what do I mean with that? It's a door-to-door activity where we can get a lot of information and prevent escalations or improve the social cohesion in the neighborhood.
In the closing session of this forum, Commissioner Reding stressed that despite all efforts, there is still a lot of work to be done.
Only 1 in 3 citizens think that their voice is heard in the EU. If people do not feel that they are the ones who decide, by their vote, by the influence they exercise on their politicians, then democracy is in a very bad shape. And that is exactly what the European Year of Citizens is about, to make these people feel again that, yes, their voice counts.
And to achieve this, a full commitment from regional and local authorities is a must.
If local and regional authorities don't take European legislation into account, and they don't consider themselves as an active link in the chain of European democracy, then EU citizenship will never become a reality.
A symbolic European passport will remind European citizens that the next European year will be theirs.